We are here at Victory Disciples Ministry. Pastor Etta Christon, evangelist Etta Christon, she's standing in the gap, a move of God in this hour, and birthing out from street ministry. As you look at the video clips on Facebook and Grace Media Network, you'll see the evolution of the fruit of what's happening today. Men, boys, as my son's coach said, the male species, whether it's an uncle, a brother, a nephew, a neighbor, a mentor. This just for the men. And to show you how dedicated she is, she's behind closed doors cooking. Let's go here. Let's talk about it now. Pastor Etta, as you look at the camera, why are we doing this here at Victory Disciples Ministry?
At Victory Disciples Ministry, the small church that sits on the corner that's on the move for Christ, we're doing a new thing. God is calling in this season for men to take their rightful stand, to take their rightful place. And we're here at Victory Disciples Ministry. We're doing a men's fellowship today. Father, bring your sons. Sons, bring your father. To get them back involved, to show love for the brethren, and to let the men know that they are loved. And we want the men to know that we cannot do anything without the men. The men is the head of the church, like Christ is the head of them. And in order for us to get our men back in that right standing with God, we as women, we got to show our men's love, to teach them to take the stand and let them know that we have a need for them, not just want to be around them, but there's a need for them. God got a need for them to be the head and not the tail in this season, and they must take a stand. So we're out here calling out the community, calling on the churches, calling on all pastors, every man, every boy to come out to fellowship, to share the love, to talk about whatever situation they may be going through, whatever their needs are. We want to find out the needs of every man, and what can we do as Victory Disciples Ministry to get them involved and have them to want to come to church. And what can we do as a church that sits on the corner, on the move for Christ, do to encourage our men in our neighborhood, in our community, and even in our home.
Now you're going to get to see in clip 2 just really what's going on. But the bottom line is the uniqueness in this ministry. We've taken the walls off of the church. That's the way Christ mandated it to be, in discipling men and making them fishers of men. These guys are getting together, and the thing that's drawing them, they're coming off the bus stops, walking down the street, and the thing that's catching their attention is simply they see card tables up, they see checkers, and they see dominoes, and there's some other things going on over there. I mean, the men are just sitting down, fellowshipping, and then there are real men. I mean, saved, sold out men of God. There are secret agents in the mix, but they're not hiding the gospel. They're there to hear the hearts of the men, just to be a friend. Brother Michael, Minister Michael, you've not been with Victory Disciples Ministry for very long, but the bottom line is, what's your greatest expectation for this move today?
Well, one thing about it is that even the motto of this church, it said, reach one, teach one. And somebody came to me one day and said, thus said the Lord. So with that, we're taking this back out into the streets, to the fire department across the street, to the school. Whatever they want to know, that how can we address these men. That I went into the park a few minutes ago, and guys were sitting around on the bench. Whatever they was doing, their whole crowd came over to join us. And it's not just for the food, it's for the love that they see, that how I walked over there to them. So we just like to thank Pastor Etta and me as a minister of the church. We invite all of y'all to come in. Men, women, children, and boys, grandmothers of all ages. We just thank y'all. Now I got to get back to work.
Now let me leave you with this. When was the last time you seen in a pastor's office? This right here. This is in the pastor's office.
Amen. Bless
all
the
right.
Lord.
We'll
Hallelujah.
take you to the street. Victory Disciples Ministry.
Amen.